I have a right to face my accuser, Your Honor.
No, here's the thing. They want to throw around magic words like Jack and the Beanstalk. Oh, let me throw right to accuser, right to confront. Let me throw, I want a dismissal.
Somebody was trying to take my life that night, and I was just trying to save my life.
And
I ended up at the hospital. I called the cops.
All right, and let me stop you right there. Drug use.
No, ma'am.
You're telling me you never used any drugs?
No.
Today, we're looking at a courtroom battle between a self-proclaimed sovereign citizen and a judge who refuses to play along. The defendant is facing serious charges that could land him behind bars for years, yet he still leans on the classic sovereign citizen tactics. Expect to hear lines like, "I don't consent," as if that somehow makes the case disappear. It doesn't, and the judge makes that clear from the very beginning. What's striking here is the judge's no-nonsense approach. No patience for theatrics, no tolerance for made-up laws, just a steady, controlled hand on the gavel. That sets the tone for everything that follows, and it quickly escalates into a tense exchange. As you watch, think about whether the judge balanced firmness with fairness. I think he handled it exactly right, but I'll let you decide. Let's dive in.
all right, Judge, he's on his way up. For your edification, this was a plea that we entered in front of Judge Angelini for 10 deferred.
Oh, no, I remember.
Okay, well, I'm just going to fill you in on what's going on there today.
All right, what's happening today?
So I asked the DA if he would be willing to consider the 10 deferred. He said, let me think about it. We did enter the plea fully and officially on the 4 silent. Mr. Hernandez then tells me he wants me to put in a motion to dismiss for prejudice, and I told him there is no such thing because, you know, judges bust plea bargains all the time. That doesn't give you a right to dismiss. And so then he says, well, he wants a jury trial. And I said, well, we have entered the plea on the 4 silent, so the judge may or may not allow you to withdraw your plea. And then that's what he wants to speak to you about.
All right. All right. We can go on the record.
Yes, ma'am. I just didn't understand what I was signing. And
Excuse
She
me.
hasn't started
I'm sorry.
yet.
I'm sorry.
All right. And let me stop you right there. All this thing where people say they don't understand what they were signing, based upon what is the information that I've received, that first it was 10 years deferred and the judge denied it. And then it came back to a silent offer. Yeah, everybody understood. Court is calling 2023 CR 10221, State of Texas versus Joe Hernandez. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Daniel Escobar for the state of Texas.
For the defense?
Suzanne Kramer.
All right. And are you Mr. Hernandez?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. A plea was entered in this case on, let me see what date is stamped on here, on April 22nd, 2024. According to the plea bargain agreement, punishments to be assessed at 4 years in the prison. There's a $1,500 fine, and the state is silent on the defendant's application. All right. With regards to the plea bargain agreement, the court, of course, does not have the PSI because we're coming back. Can someone tell me what his criminal history is?
Judge, I don't have a file on that.
Basically, I could be off on this, but my memory is some minor misdemeanors and no felony convictions.
Mm-hmm. So, counsel, do you wish to have a PSI done, or do you wish the court to make its ruling?
Honestly, Judge, based on his criminal history, and of course, you don't have the benefit of the interview with him, but Mr. Delgado and Escobar and I can fill you in on part of the, I think it was part of this plea bargain too, was evaluation for Mick. There are definitely some mental health issues going on. You can tell by reading the report, but you do not have the benefit of having that in front of you. But I do feel confident, of course, it's up to him to go forward today.
All right. So I am reading the police report, and based upon the police report that I've read that are in the stipulation, there is documentation of bizarre behavior. And I don't know, based upon the police report, if that bizarre behavior was drug induced or if there's some sort of mental health issues.
Which is why I think we had dual, right, with Mick, or was it just Mick?
I'm making yes, that was
I mean, based on my time, and certainly I'm not an expert in any way, but I would tend to think it might have been both, but definitely some mental health issues.
All right, Mr. Hernandez, you want to raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Joe Hernandez.
All right, so Mr. Hernandez, have you ever been diagnosed with any type of mental health issues?
No, ma'am.
All right, not even in your childhood?
No, ma'am.
Drug use?
No, ma'am.
You're telling me you never used any drugs?
No.
Today we're looking at a
sovereign
courtroom
citizens,
battle between
they
a
usually
self-proclaimed
fall into
sovereign
two
citizen
categories.
and a judge who
Those who are
refuses to play
deeply
along.
confused
The
about
defendant
the
is
law,
facing
and those who
serious
seem to be
charges that
dealing
could
with
land him
much
behind
larger
bars for
personal
years.
struggles.
Yet he still
Sometimes,
leans on the
though,
classic
you get a
sovereign
mix of
citizen
both,
tactics, and that seems
Expect
to
to
be
hear
the case
lines
here.
like,
The
"I
defendant
don't
insists
consent,"
he has
as if
never
that
been connected
somehow
to drugs,
makes the case
but his
disappear.
criminal history
It doesn't,
suggests and the judge
otherwise.
makes that clear
Courts
from the
don't
very
hand out
beginning.
drug-related
What's striking
convictions
here
at
is the
random.
judge's
There are
no-nonsense
investigations,
approach.
reports,
No
and
patience for
evidence that
theatrics,
back up those
no
charges.
tolerance for made-up
Judges
laws,
don't gamble
just a
when it comes
steady,
to rulings,
controlled hand
and
on the
prosecutors
gavel.
can't move
That sets the
forward
tone for
without probable
everything that
cause.
follows. So when he claims
And it
he's never
quickly
been involved with
escalates
drugs,
into a
it
tense
feels more like
exchange.
denial than a
As you
defense.
watch,
Think
Still,
about whether the
maybe he
judge
believes he
balanced
can
firmness
convince
with
the court
fairness.
otherwise.
I think
But
he
from the
handled it
outside
exactly
looking
right,
in,
but I'll let you
it doesn't
decide.
add up.
Let's
What
dive
do
in.
you think?
Does this sound like someone rewriting his own past? Or is there more to it?
I'm an alcoholic, yes. I drink, but that's it.
All right, so in the stipulation, they're saying that you were exhibiting bizarre behavior.
Somebody was trying to take my life that night, and I was just trying to save my life. I was asking for help. And I didn't want to die that night. Somebody came at my door trying to kill me.
And I didn't.
And I ended up at the hospital. I called the cops. She has the phone record that I called the cops asking for help. I ended up at the hotel. I did everything wrong, yes. But I was just trying to save my life that night. I didn't want to die that night. I was just, I didn't want somebody to take my life for no reason. That's the God's honest truth. And I'm here fighting this. I don't have mental issues.
Oh, I mean, if you want a jury trial, we'll give you a jury trial.
I'm 34 years old.
No, if you want a jury trial, you can have a jury trial. That's your question.
Or you can request the judge to give you deferred, and then that way you know that, you know what the end result's gonna be.
I have a right to face my accuser, Your Honor.
No, here's the thing. And this is what I don't think people understand. We can go off the record. Everybody thinks that they can be an attorney without a license. They want to throw around magic words like Jack and the Beanstalk. Oh, let me throw right to accuser, right to confront. Let me throw, I want a dismissal. The question is, do you want a jury trial? Yes or no? And let me explain something to you. If you say you want a jury trial, this train is going to a jury trial. This train is not at the last minute. Oh, I see witnesses walking in the door, so therefore I'm deciding to enter a plea bargain agreement. If you want a jury trial, court will give you a jury trial. You will get a quick, fast jury trial. So you want to discuss that with your attorney? You can. You all want to discuss that?
I'm good with the jury trial.
Do you want to discuss that with your client?
I think based on my conversation with him earlier this morning that he is, because of what happened the other day, it just took him off of pleading and he wants his jury trial.
All right. We're coming back on June 3rd.
Thank you, Judge.
And you will have your jury trial, and your plea deadline date has expired.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
May I approach, Your Honor?
Just one moment.
Off the record?
Yes.
I'm going to the new Plaza Club on Weston to find out. It's supposed to open up. I'm gonna find out what the lunches are about. I understand you love the chop top.
Yes.
I don't think they have it. I'm gonna find out and I'll report back
Yes. Do away with their chops out.
because the world changes, Judge.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll probably text you.
All
Let
right.
you know what's
All right. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Today we're looking at a courtroom battle between a self-proclaimed sovereign citizen and a judge who refuses to play along. The defendant is facing serious charges that could land him behind bars for years. Yet he still leans on the classic sovereign citizen tactics. Expect to hear lines like, "I don't consent," as if that somehow makes the case disappear. It doesn't. And the judge makes that clear from the very beginning. What's striking here is the judge's no-nonsense approach. No patience for theatrics, no tolerance for made-up laws, just a steady, controlled hand on the gavel. That sets the tone for everything that follows, and it quickly escalates into a tense exchange. As you watch, think about whether the judge balanced
Earlier, there was a
brief moment. I think he handled it exactly right,
room.
but I'll let you decide. Almost like the judge and one of the attorneys were sharing a laugh. But once that passed, the hearing turned back to serious ground, and the defendant made another risky move. He had a plea deal on the table that would have reduced his prison time, yet he rejected it at the last moment and demanded a jury trial. That's a bold gamble, especially for someone who doesn't fully grasp how the system works. Juries don't respond to slogans or pseudo-legal arguments. They weigh evidence and facts. My guess is that he thinks dragging things out will frustrate the court enough to drop the case. But with Judge Boyd presiding, that won't happen. The longer this drags on, the more dangerous it becomes for him, because every delay makes the situation worse. In the end, these tactics waste time, drain court resources, and usually backfire on the defendant. Watching someone sabotage themselves in real time is tough, but it does show how ineffective sovereign citizen strategies really are. I still think his drug denial was more storytelling than truth, but I'll let you decide for yourself. Drop your thoughts below, and if you enjoy these breakdowns, stick around for more daily coverage.